Now, going over to the business blunder of the day, you have kid helmets being recalled because they might just slip off. Now, this comes to us thanks to the U.S. Consumer Safety Product Commission, in which they say, quote, multi-purpose children's helmets are being recalled due to the risk of head injury, violations of federal regulations for bicycle helmets, sold exclusively by Amazon.com, imported by WeFMG. Maybe that's WeFMG? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. There you can see it's one of those cliche kids looking helmets. Looks like it's matte blue in color. Now, and let's see. They say, quote, the recall involves I'm just gonna call it WeFMG, children's multi-purpose bike helmets. The helmets were sold in size small, fitting head circumferences 19.5 to 1.5 inches, and in the following multiple color combinations: blue pink, green blue purple. Oh, pretty much all the combinations possible. All helmets have black padding, black straps, and black and red buckle. Helmets have a black and red plastic knob at the back of the helmet for adjusting the fitting. And the model being recalled is MD710S. Again, it's MD710S. That is printed on a white label inside the helmet. Now, they note that consumers should immediately stop using the recalled helmets and contact WeFMG for a full refund. To receive a refund, consumers should destroy the helmet by cutting off the straps, taking a photo of the detached straps, and sending it with their Amazon order number to a recalled firm email at, and this is probably the worst email of all time. The email address that you send this to is 961-837-339 at qq.com. Now, interestingly enough, they had to have a pretty penny to pay for that domain, because usually the shorter the domain, the more it's worth, because again, there's less options and scarcity increases value most often. Again, that's 961-837-339 at qq.com. They say that after submitting proof of destruction, consumers should dispose of the recalled helmet. They say WeFMG and Amazon are contacting all known purchasers directly as well. They are also, again, sold exclusively on Amazon.com from April 2024 through July 2024, costing between $26 and $32. And the importers were, I mean, I'll try to pronounce this, but even more confidently, I'll spell it out. I mean, it's a name, so I can't use it in Scrabble. Don't get too excited. But it's Shizeng Fanging Koxing Kanjai, doing business as WeFMG. Now, that is one of the examples where usually, most businesses, like my tech company is Top Technologies LLC. That was how we legally registered the company, and we do business as Top Technologies. So usually you just chop off that extra acronym. But sometimes you get really funny with the legal business entity name and what they're doing business as, or DBA. So again, the importer name of the company, legally speaking, is SHENZHENSHIMOFANGGEKEJIYOUXIANGONGSI, which that is a mouthful. Now, again, these are also terms of, where they come from, manufactured in China. Now, silver lining of the situation is no one's been hurt from this. So again, it's especially sensitive because it's a child product, so parents should always be on their toes, because again, injuries, more often than not, injuries, ailments, and consumables have a greater negative impact on them because they're younger. And yeah, so thankfully, silver lining, no one's been hurt from this, not even a bump or bruise apparently. And if you want to call them to see if your specific helmets being, this is one that affected you personally, and they did for some reason contact you already, the recall number is 25-088. Again, the recall number is 25-088. And again, this is yet another issue where more and more products on Amazon.com are being recalled. I mean, we were talking about exploding batteries earlier, and now you have child helmets that, again, I don't know how you mess this up in terms of you have a helmet and a helmet strap, and yet it still slips off, which, again, in terms of all the things we buy, I mean, smartphones, those are very complex. I mean, they're a technological marvel that can fit in our pocket. I can understand the engineering that goes to an iPhone, or iPhone, Apple 2550 Falcon, whatever model they're on now. I can understand there might be some issues with that. But for helmet, where you basically have what? Foam, a hard shell, and a strap? I mean, that's pretty darn simple. And the fact they couldn't get that right, and it actually slips off, thereby defeating the very thing it's supposed to do. Gotta say, Amazon and WeFMG, gotta say that it's certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.